After 2 years of fighting left 550,000 people living in camps, Pakistan's northwest frontier province erupted in full-fledged violence in May, forcing another 2.5 million people out of their homes in less than a month. Up to 80% of the nearly 3 million displaced people are women and children. Most were forced out of their homes without warning, leaving with only the clothes on their backs.
All of my family savings have been used up, and my belongings were destroyed in my house. I am here in the camp out of there being no other place for me to go, and I'll have to stay here until the fighting decreases.
Making it even harder to assist and account for all the victims, more than 2 million people settled with neighboring communities rather than in the government-run camps. Stories of dozens of people huddling in a small room for shelter are commonplace amongst the displaced.
I left Bajul because of the conflict, and I fled to Moment Agency, where I stayed with my relative in a room in the house. But when the conflict came to Moment Agency, then I was forced to flee again.
As temperatures swell, infrastructure is on the brink of collapse, and resources and supplies are running low. UN spokesperson Ron Redmond described the people fleeing their homes and filling up the neighboring communities as one of the fastest displacements the region had ever experienced. Within days of the conflict's escalation, Islamic relief aid workers were distributing hygiene kits, kitchen sets, and other necessities to hundreds of displaced families. But the host communities had grown desperate during this fighting as well. So Islamic relief teams also constructed 7 mercy centers and 9 satellite centers in and around the conflict zone that would cater to all affected by the conflict. Now totally complete, mercy centers offer medical care, shelter, blankets, clothing, food, and also serve as distribution points for other aid. Mercy centers also double as child-friendly spaces where children can play and receive schooling. Government officials estimate that up to 70% of the children are traumatized, so Islamic Relief is offering psychosocial counseling by trained professionals. So far, about 3,000 children have received counseling at the Islamic Relief Mercy Centers, and another 4,000 patients have been treated by Islamic Relief doctors. But there are still so many people to help. Please support Islamic Relief's mission to help those suffering from the conflict in northwest Pakistan and donate today.